Day 3 finally gave us the first glimpse of a Williams on track while there was a new leader at the top of the timesheets as the midfield teams began to flex their muscles a bit. Here are 5 things we learned from Day 3 of Formula 1 testing. Read more. Like disinfectant around a toilet bowl, every 2019 F1 livery ranked and rated him keen to get stuck in Ricciardo's fighting words after surprising TURNAROUNDRENAULT reveal reason for problem that left Ricciardo in a SPINHamilton. Ferrari so strong 117 speed can be deceiving in testing for the third consecutive day. We've seen a surprise at the top of the timesheets as Daniil Kvyat flew to the top in his Toro Rosso with only the second sub 1 minute 18 lap of the week so far. The first was also done today by Kimi Räikkönen. Day 1 saw Carlos Sainz's McLaren in second, while Day 2 had his teammate Lando Norris in that position. However, all 3 of these surprisingly rapid laps have all come late in the day, with the theory being that they are looking so much faster because they are carrying less fuel than the other cars who have been out on longer runs. Daniil Kvyat driving the Toro Rosso STR14 Honda during Day 3 of F1 winter testing at Circuit de Catalunya. Source: Getty Images. While that has been the case for most of the week, with Kvyat and Räikkönen, it is also because they are the first 2 drivers to use the softest C5 tires available, thus managing the quickest 2 laps of the week. Similarly, with Daniel Ricciardo's Renault in third, with the Aussie on the C4 tires along with Nico Hülkenberg and Haas test driver Pietro Fittipaldi. McLaren's 2 flying laps earlier in the week were also on the C4s. All the other drivers have been mainly on the C3 tires, although both Renault's and Mercedes cars ran the harder C2 compound on Day 1. Miles over matter for Merc. As mentioned above, Mercedes are not here to test their 1-lap speed just yet, opting to go on the slower, harder tires and churn through more kilometers than their rivals as they get to grips with the W10. However, while they have been second and first for the number of laps done on each of the 3 days, Ferrari were the only team to complete more over the first 2 and yet still managed to post the quickest laps. Every Formula 1 practice, qualifying and race live with no ad breaks during racing. Get it all on Fox. Lewis Hamilton has managed more laps than most this week. Source: AFP. While there will be no concern in the Mercedes garage over any car other than what is happening with their own, Lewis Hamilton did allow that Ferrari's speed mean that he would be looking at one of his most challenging years. It's crazy to think I've had 6 years with the team. It's exciting, but this is going to be the most challenging year of our partnership, he said. Every year Ferrari always looks strong, particularly the last few years they have looked very strong right at the beginning, so it's to be expected. Embarrassed, Williams put delayed dramas behind them finally. Finally, we have seen all 10 cars on track, although we are still waiting to see 20th driver after only George Russell managed to get in the seat on Day 3. He only managed 23 laps in total, and was 8 seconds off Kvyat's quickest time. The slow start to testing times is understandable, but what Williams have not revealed is the reason why they are so late to arrive with their car in Barcelona and the future of technical officer Paddy Lowe, who could be ushered out of the team over the debacle. Deputy team principal Claire Williams said, "It's not a situation that we anticipated, or that we ever wanted to find ourselves in. We're not just disappointed. It's embarrassing not bringing a race car to a circuit when everyone else has managed to do that, particularly a team like ours that has managed to bring a race car to testing for the past 40-odd years." George Russell has his Williams Racing FW42 pushed back into the garage during Day 3. Source: Getty Images. I've read a lot of speculation about his Lowe's position. Right now all I am focused on, and the team should be focused on, is making sure the car is in the right place. Lowe's media briefing was cancelled and rearranged to next week when the car would have undergone more sufficient testing. Red Bull flying under the radar. Red Bull gives you wings, and so far during testing those wings are flying the team under the radar as they get to grips with their Honda engine for the first time. Max Verstappen completed more than 100 laps on Day 3 and clocked the 5th fastest time. He lost time in the morning due to small things, but overall is very happy with the way the team is working and has promised there is still more to come once they can run the Honda at a higher power mode. Max Verstappen talks to the media in the paddock during Day 3 of F1 winter testing. Source: Getty Images. "I'm just very happy with the way we're working together," said Verstappen. "It's all very focused and calm. Everybody knows their job, so that's good. Talking about lap times is always difficult. For us, what is important is to try to do a lot of laps and to do different setups on the car, to see which direction we have to go. What is most important is everything is reliable and the car is working well. We didn't have a lot of issues, and if you do more than 100 laps on a day, it's always positive time to fear the Ferrari." Despite not topping the times for the third consecutive day, Ferrari continued to impress with their pace and reliability after Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc were the quickest over the first 2 days. Hamilton has already conceded they will be a big challenge for Mercedes this year, and after Vettel put the best time not on the softest C4 or C5 tires, it appears the changes made during the off-season are starting to take effect. Sebastian Vettel walks in the paddock during the tests for the new Formula One Grand Prix season at the Circuit de Catalunya. Source: AFP. They finished their program for the day with more than half an hour remaining, showing they were happy with what they saw from the German for the day, while Toro Rosso boss Franz Tost has already suggested that Ferrari could be as much as half a second clear of everyone else right now. Traditionally, Ferrari start the season very well. Last year Vettel won first 2 races, so while there is cause for caution, they will be especially pleased with their reliability so far during these tests.